Jason, we just saw Far Cry 3. What the hell is going on? What's up with the story?
It's an island full of insanity. I don't know if you picked up on that.
I think I did, maybe.
So, you play Jason Brody, a hero who's a little down on his luck. He's had a kind of a rough go, and he's ended up on the wrong island. And as you can see, it's full of people who maybe don't have a place in civilization. And they've been away from civilization a little bit too long, been free to act as they like. And so Jason's gotta survive, and he's got an opportunity to be a hero. Maybe there's people on the island who need protecting, and we're gonna ask the question. Hey, there's a bunch of bad guys doing bad things. Hey, here's an AK-47.
Do you want to save him or not?
What would you like to do? It's a player-driven experience. So what would you like to do? Many players pull the trigger. That might surprise you. I don't know if you know.
All right. So. There's a character we've been seeing in the trailer and everything. His name is Vass. Yeah. Boss. He's kind of fucking crazy. And apparently we're going to see a lot of characters like that throughout the game that you'll have to deal with.
Yes.
So pretty much kind of essentially like mini boss fights, would you say they are? How's the whole structure?
So what we're doing is we're adding a whole narrative layer to the Far Cry experience that hasn't really been there in the previous games, and we're pretty excited about it. We're doing full facial body motion capture, and we have these spectacular actors who are helping co-create the characters and really bringing these performances to life. I think the results speak for themselves. Voss is the first antagonist in the sort of the first half of the game. He's going to be a pain in the butt for you in the beginning there, but he's one of the cast of characters that you're gonna meet. The island, like I say, is filled with people who are all sort of free to be the whatever they actually want to be way deep down inside, right? And Jason's going to encounter a whole cast of them. So the structure is an open world structure, right? It's going to be an open world game. The player's going to be choosing kind of where they want to go, what they want to do. We're going to give you guideposts and strong guidelines so that you know where you need to be. But we really, as much as possible, Far Cry has always been about player choice, player-driven choice, and we want to carry that tradition forward and make it even better. So you're gonna encounter these characters and get their stories and go on missions and move forward.
So it's not just antagonists. You'll actually ally yourself with them, kind of like in Far Cry 2, where you had your friend system.
Yeah. So in Far Cry 2, it was there was an idea of sort of factions, and there was this big sort of global story. We wanted to take that idea of crazy governments and take it all the way down into crazy people, right? To make sure that it's sort of a one-on-one experience, right? But yeah, you're going to be in conflict with Voss. I mean, he told you. He says in the demo. He says, I killed you once already. Yeah, it's the second time you've seen him, and it's not going to be the last. So yeah.
Now, as far as the tech goes, Far Cry engine has always been absolutely amazing. I think in Far Cry 2, you introduced the whole fire propagation system. What can we expect as far as the engine this time around?
So we've got all that tech. It's the Dunia engine again. We've been involving it all the way through, right? This time we're in a wet climate, right? So fire, you can light the tree on fire, but it's not going to spread so much. That works really well in the savanna, the dry savanna context in Far Cry 2. But here we're talking about water. You've seen our water, I don't know if you saw our waterfall and the river, right? We've got some pretty impressive water tech. That's going to be integrated in your gameplay. Also, Far Cry has always been about huge, beautiful vistas, right? The sight lines are incredible, and you can, where you can see, you can go, right? Is always been the promise of Far Cry, and this is no exception. So we're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with streaming technology and free open world stuff, and then also bumping up character and drama at the same time. Full detailed polygons on the face and a vast world where you can go wherever you can see. It's a hell of a challenge.
And what about the animals? I love shooting the animals in Far Cry 2. It's kind of hard to say if there's gonna be. I mean, there's gonna be birds, sure. What's up with that?
So it's one of those things that's gonna sound strange, but we're not talking about it right now. There's a long list of features that we're gonna be rolling out over the next couple of months, and we're gonna be talking about that down the road. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. And when can we expect Far Cry 3?
It's gonna be in 2012, and that's all the information they've given me. They don't trust me with any more data than that.
At what platforms?
It's PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, of course, on PC.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right.